Everyone is trying to get to the bottom of Shallot's history, while Vegeta and Nappa actually encounter a piece of his history. Giblet finds the two other Saiyans. But who is he, and what does he want? We'll cover all that and more in this third part of What If Shallot Was Canon. Giblet asks the two Saiyans where Shallot is. Nappa and Vegeta ask who he is first. They look the exact same. Maybe they're just low-class Saiyans, they tend to look similar after all. Though they know nothing else about Shallot, that's just kind of a theory that they have. Shallot is his brother, and he's out to kill him. Oh, that's not necessarily unheard of. They know Raditz tried to kill Kakarot, and Kakarot ended up killing him. Good old Saiyan fratricide. It comes with the territory. Although Saiyan twins are pretty rare, they feel like they haven't really seen that before. But why is he out to kill him? Vegeta and Nappa say that they actually have a use for him. And you know what? Now that there's another Saiyan out there that they know of, Nappa thinks it'll be a great idea for all of them to be aligned, even though the two on Earth are kind of an issue still. This guy on the other hand seems like a pretty standard Saiyan warrior. I mean, he's going to kill his brother after all. Giblet doesn't care about joining them. He only found them by chance because their powers were strong and he was seeking out Saiyans. Vegeta asks if Giblet's with Frieza, and Giblet doesn't care about Frieza either. He doesn't know who Frieza is, or care who Frieza is. He tells him to just answer the question, where's Shallot? And Vegeta says he shouldn't be making demands of him. Vegeta's the prince of all Saiyans after all. Once more, Giblet says he doesn't care. Nappa cracks his knuckles too. If he wants to know where his brother is, well, beat them in a battle. The last time Vegeta made a wager like that, he lost. But this time around, they could probably win. They both have grown a bit stronger. Fine then. Giblet powers up, and a dark aura surrounds him. Vegeta and Nappa can feel that he's pretty strong. And when the fight begins, it's even more apparent. Nappa considers going Great Ape, but it's not going to benefit Vegeta, and it'll just benefit Giblet. He'll turn into one too. Even though it's a 2v1, they struggle. Giblet defeats them, and asks one more time. They said they would tell him if he beat them, so now they should tell him, or else he'll have to kill them. And now he knows Shallot's location. It's some random planet called Earth. That's where he's going to head next. But Vegeta asks what his true motive is. Is he really just here to find his brother and kill him? Yup, that's all he wants. He doesn't say this out loud, but he's not really too sure why he wants this either. All he knows is that he hates his brother and everything that he represents. He's just after Shallot. Vegeta and Nappa lay there defeated as Giblet heads off. He's not completely unscathed. He did take some injuries from that, and he's going to heal up first. Let's go back to Earth. Right around this time, Shallot's also attacked, but he quickly fights the man off. It's some guy saying that he's here to arrest Shallot. They have a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to time travel, so he's under arrest. This is an order of the Galactic Patrol, and they sent their best patrolman, Jaco. The patrol is aware of this after King Kai looked into it, and since they know someone out there just broke galactic law, it's a pretty big offense and they want to stop it. But Jaco can't seem to capture him. He didn't realize it was a Saiyan, but to think he's this strong too, that's even more worrisome. He actually finds Shallot near Capsule Corp and asks why he's even here. Wait, don't tell him. He's staying at Capsule Corp. Yeah, exactly. His friend Bulma's letting him live here for the time being. Bulma? Bulma then comes outside and yells at Jaco, leaving Shallot even more confused. He didn't even know that there was some Galactic Patrol that could arrest him, and even weirder, Bulma's friends with the guy that's trying to arrest him. Bulma explains everything to Jaco. Well, Jaco says he's going to get to the bottom of this. It's not like they could really do anything against Shallot right now, but he's not causing trouble either, so they'll just leave him be. But he says the patrol is aware of at least one other time traveler out there too, and Shallot asks if he knows anything about them, but nope. Maybe they are connected, but if Jaco has any more information, Bulma asks him to tell her. But Jaco tells Shallot, just because he's letting him go here, doesn't mean he's completely off the hook. If he does anything and causes any trouble, he'll come back here to arrest him, this time for real. He used the excuse of him being ill-prepared, though he kinda doubts that he could do anything to prepare for arresting Shallot. He's just far too strong right now. So he goes back off into space. But as he heads off, he sees another ship approaching the planet. This is weird. More aliens are coming here. Great, Shallot can't catch a break. Goku comes over too after sensing this, and asks what's going on. Who's that small guy? Jaco tells him to show some respect. He's a patrolman. But as he gets a closer look at the ship that's entering the atmosphere, Jaco gets a bit concerned. It's a Frieza Force ship. The Frieza Force? Wait, Goku remembers Vegeta and Nappa mentioning some Frieza guy. Is he coming here right now? Thankfully it doesn't appear to be him, but it looks like he sent some soldiers here for some reason. Maybe it's just bad luck that Earth is on his radar, or maybe they're here for a particular reason, or a particular person. They fly over to where the ship's about to land, and two people step off. Jaco's a little bit surprised. Those are two of Frieza's strongest men. Based on the power he feels from Shallot and Goku, he's not immediately concerned because those two seem pretty strong and maybe they'll be able to fend off this threat. But why did Frieza send people here in the first place, and of all people, why was it Zarbon and Dodoria? Zarbon presses a button on his scouter, sending a video feed to Frieza. Looks like he found the two other Saiyans that were here, and Frieza's glad. Vegeta and Nappa have already defected, going off on their own, and he's not really too sure why. So it's good Frieza had these suspicions because now he knows those two other Saiyans on Earth are actually still alive. Clearly, Vegeta and Nappa are planning something, and these two are involved. Frieza gives him the green light to go ahead and kill the Saiyans, he'll also come there soon enough to make sure the job's done. Goku and Shallot get ready to fight, and so do Zarbon and Dodoria. Goku fights Zarbon, Shallot fights Dodoria. Zarbon even shows off his full strength. And though Jaco's a little bit weaker than both of them right now, he joins in too, just to make sure they win this fight. A brief battle ensues, and Shallot even tries to capture them, but there's no point really doing that. Shallot's able to finish off Dodoria, and Goku does the same to Zarbon. It's not really an easy battle, but they're still able to win without much struggle. Well, Jaco tells them they should get prepared immediately. Why? More aliens are coming to Earth? Yeah, exactly that. He's surprised they got the message so quickly, but they're kind of just tired of it by this point. Raditz, then Vegeta and Nappa, then Zarbon and Dodoria, and now Frieza. Goku is a little bit excited to fight Frieza because he's heard he's pretty strong, but Jaco tells him to not be excited, be scared. Is this guy insane? Why is he excited to fight Frieza? Shallot asks how strong Frieza is, and Jaco says he doesn't really know. All he does know is that those two that he just fought here, they're some of Frieza's strongest soldiers. And Frieza could kill them with one finger and not much effort. But he's not going to stick around for that. Jaco gets in his ship, tells him good luck, and leaves as quick as he can. Goku and Shallot wonder how much time they have because if Frieza really is that powerful, they're going to need to continue training. It's not like they stopped, but they didn't expect to encounter that threat right away. With Zarbon and Dodoria's death, Frieza decides it's best for him to head to Earth, and he's going to personally kill those two Saiyans. It shouldn't be too much of an issue for him. Everyone resumes training. Goku even considered using the time chamber, but the only reason he did that for going to King Kai's planet was because he knew he had limited time. Here he doesn't know if he has limited time and doesn't even know what his odds of victory are. So he just does normal training. If Frieza really does arrive soon and turn out to be really powerful, he's sure they'll make it out fine. The other Z fighters are a little bit concerned, but they just continue training like normal. But it doesn't really take long for Frieza to arrive. Frieza sorts his things out, and about a month after Zarbon and Dodoria were killed, he personally arrives on Earth, with a bunch of soldiers too. The Z fighters fight off the soldiers without many issues, while Goku and Shallot stand by, ready to face Frieza as the strongest fighters. Ever since Vegeta and Nappa were here, they grew a lot with their training, and they are pretty confident. Even if Zarbon and Dodoria were really weak in comparison to Frieza, they should be fine. Besides, Goku and Shallot kinda held back against those two, especially Goku. He didn't even use Kaioken. They've done some serious gravity training too. Frieza pulls out a scouter and he reads their power levels. They're suppressed right now, but the two charge their strength going into full power. After some intense training, especially with Goku and Shallot pushing each other to their limits and healing, their strength is about 400,000. Wow, Frieza's actually kind of impressed. That's not something that he should be concerned about, but they're definitely stronger than anyone he's encountered. If the two of them were to team up, he might have trouble, in his first form at least. Shallot fights Frieza alone at first, and then Goku joins in. Goku then turns on Kaioken, and they're able to completely overpower Frieza. But then he transforms, going to his second form. They're able to contend for a little bit, especially with Goku using Kaioken. Goku can push Kaioken to times 20, and it forces Frieza to use his third form, but once he's in his final form, there's not really much they can do. They try as much as they can to fight him, and the rest of Frieza's army is defeated, at least the ones that are here, so the other Z fighters join in. But even with everyone ganging up on Frieza, they can't overpower him. He tells them it is impressive they were able to push him into this form. Not many people would be able to do that. But it's too bad for them, they'll never see his full power. He's not going to need it here. And he starts playing around with them a little bit. Since he's fighting them so casually, he doesn't really need to kill them one by one really quick. He can kind of drag this out and make it last a little bit longer. It's been a while since he got to use his final form after all, and he does really want to punish these Saiyans. He even sees another one there, a kid. It's a shame Zarbon and Dodoria had to die. They were loyal soldiers. But they found out some very valuable info for him. As Frieza tries to drag out the torture, Goku retreats for a bit and charges a spirit bomb, launching it at Frieza, which does injure him a lot, though it still isn't enough to kill him. All it does is serve to piss Frieza off. He's still far stronger than them, and that spirit bomb is their last-ditch effort. Frieza telekinetically lifts Goku up into the air, and then with another hand, points a finger out at him. Goodbye, monkey. He launches a death beam right at Goku, but just as it's about to hit him, Goku vanishes. He appears on the ground, gasping for air. It's like he teleported down there, but he didn't. Frieza looks really confused, but then another fighter shows up behind him. Frieza tries to attack, but he's frozen in place. He's paralyzed by something. Kami's watching from the lookout, and he's terrified. Not because of Frieza, but because of who showed up here. And Piccolo has the same reaction too. That fighter, he's a godly one. Goku asks that guy who he is, and he says he typically doesn't get involved in fights like this, but he's here for Shallot. Besides, Frieza's caused enough chaos around the universe, so to prevent even more of his destruction, intervening here might be the right choice. He launches a single ki blast at Frieza, completely eradicating him. Everyone's scared out of their minds because they couldn't even beat Frieza, and this guy shows up and kills him with a single ki blast. But he tells him to not worry. He's no villain. King Kai is actually what brought him here. He's the Supreme Kai. Everyone's immediately kind of terrified, and they try to show some sort of respect. Goku and Shallot just stand there confused, not sure how to react. But a worried Piccolo tells them to kneel or something. Krillin's really scared. Is this even the right way to show respect to him? Tien says he's not sure, but after the guy just killed Frieza with one shot, they have to try whatever they can. Shin tells him to relax. He wanted to see Shallot personally, and it looks like he came here at a good time. Had he not, Shallot would have died and Earth would have been gone. And seeing Shallot up close, he does feel that godly presence deep inside of him, the same thing that Kami felt. He's still trying to solve where he's from and what his true story is. Jaco's also observing everything from space, thinking that he got really unlucky having to watch over Earth. What's with all these crazy people showing up here? At least the Supreme Kai's a good guy, but what's so special about this planet that it attracts every strong person in the universe? And to make things even worse, Jaco then sees another ship approaching Earth. It's a Frieza Force ship. It must be some other soldiers that didn't show up before. But the strength on it feels weird. There's another strong person aboard the ship. Is this for real? Another alien showing up here? Well, looks like this is just par for the course for Earth. And as Shin explains more about himself, he also could sense this presence approaching. But it's weird. The presence feels somewhat similar to Shallot's, both in the sense that there's a little bit of a godly sense to it, but more so the key just feels like someone that's close to him somehow. Maybe this could be a clue. He's gonna watch. Maybe this could lead them to something. Kibito then teleports in as well. Shin introduces him as his attendant, and Kibito heals Goku and Shallot. The other ship lands nearby, and they feel that strong evil presence on it. Shin is really curious. It's really dark in nature, unnaturally dark. It almost feels like that presence has been corrupted. A man in a red hood steps off the ship, locking eyes with Shallot, and immediately going after him to attack him. Thankfully, Shallot's been healed, and he thinks he could take this on alone. Goku asks if he needs help, but Shallot says no. As they're fighting, the man proclaims he's here to kill Shallot, and Shallot says good, he must know something then. He'll beat this guy alone and then get some answers. As they're fighting, it's clear that Shallot has an advantage. He already was pretty strong right before Frieza showed up, and after Kibito healed him, he got even stronger. He launches a powerful blast at the man, and his hood falls off of his head, revealing his entire head. Shallot's jaw nearly drops, and everyone else has the same reaction. Shin and Kibito are perplexed too. This man looks exactly like Shallot, another Saiyan, proclaiming his brother's a weakling. This is Shallot's brother? Well, that at least gives them some answers. Shallot has some sort of evil twin brother that came here with him too. That must be the other time traveler. Goku kinda chuckles a bit too. He's confused, but it's good to know he's not the only one with an evil brother. The two briefly fight some more and Shallot tries to get some answers, but Giblet doesn't give him anything. Giblet realizes that he's not really prepared for this. He didn't expect Shallot to be this powerful right now. So the really unexpected and weird encounter ends abruptly, with Giblet trying to retreat. He's not really sure how to do it, so he just launches a bunch of ki blasts around him, then flying up into the sky and launching a really powerful one right at the surface of the planet. As he charges this attack, a dark ki surrounds him. A bunch of smoke is thrown up around them, and Shallot goes to block the attack. Giblet then quickly flies away. Shin thinks about going after him, but he leaves it be for now. He's still got to get some other answers first. Goku doesn't chase after Giblet either, and Shallot tries to, but by the time he deals with Giblet's blast, it's already too late. His ship flies off, leaving Earth's atmosphere. Well, that's been a really weird day, but Shin has some observations. Whoever that guy is, he's being mind-controlled. He's also a time traveler. How does he know he's being mind-controlled? Well, that key feels like it's been corrupted somehow. Also, he was saying that he hates Shallot, but they really have no idea why. Maybe it's genuine, or maybe it's a product of mind control. Shin's glad, that at least gives them some clues. He's going to look more into this and see what he could come up with, and then he'll return once he has some more info. They thank Shin for his help, and he thanks them too. It was really nice to meet them. These mortals are pretty interesting. He and Kibito go back to the sacred world of Kai, and Goku's just kind of bummed. He got to fight Frieza for a bit, but he doesn't really like that someone interrupted it. Krillin says it was kind of necessary, and Goku does know that deep down, but he would have loved to defeat Frieza himself, if that's even possible at all. Looks like he's just going to have to grow even stronger. Same for Shallot too. And with that, we'll leave off here for now. What'd you guys think about this part? What's going to happen next? Leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. I'd love to see what you guys think. As usual, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help out the channel, and it shows me you want to see more videos like this. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.